I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys today. I had no intention of doing another video so soon in any way, shape, or form. I really genuinely did not. I had no idea that this game was going to happen today. I got this new skin for Legion. I made it to tier 61 in the Rift, and I had just unlocked the full outfit for Legion, and I wanted to play as them because I thought the weapon was cool, and I thought the outfit as a whole was cool, right? And I haven't played Legion in a while, and I actually genuinely wanted to play as Legion. I had recorded 2 gameplay videos. The first one was an absolute wash. They kind of like gave up like after the first gen, and then I just ended up downing them down. Jesus, I ended up downing them within like the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game. So I mean, it was kind of a wash, right? Like they gave up. They had no motivation to keep playing, and that's completely fine. That's their prerogative. Then I literally load up into the very next match, and what I got afterwards was absolutely the most disgusting behavior that I've seen on this platform, right? Personally, I didn't see any racist behaviors, but obviously that's more toxic. But what I mean is personally, to me, I have never received this amount of vitriol, this amount of aggression, or this amount of anger for a game, right? And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I was losing this game. I'm going to show you guys the gameplay. I was losing bad. I was getting my ass whooped the entire game. I'm not gonna lie. Straight up 100%, I was going to lose. I was on the Temple of Purgation map. That map is absolutely huge, and unfortunately, without chaining hits with Legion, there's no way for them to get around the map as quickly as possible in order to down the survivors, right? This is the exact build that I used, right? I had Discordance, Hex Ruin, Deadlock, Jolt, right? Not exactly a top tier build, but obviously one centered around slowing down the gens for as much as possible and capitalizing on survivors working on 2 gens at the same time. Then for the add-ons, I had the Legion pin. After survivors self-mend from me stabbing them, they are inflicted with the broken status for 60 seconds, which means that they can't heal, paired with the deface smiley pin, which when I stab them, once again, when they self-mend, not only are they broken for 60 seconds, but they also suffer from mangled the entire time until they heal. So not only can they not heal for 60 seconds, but when they do heal, it takes even longer for them to recover, right? It's a pretty nasty build, I'm not gonna lie, right? As far as like the add-ons go, this is a pretty nasty combination, and personally it works for me. I like it, right? And then of course we got the Frightful Flan because it is the 6-year anniversary. This gameplay that I'm about to show you, once again, I was not going to win. I wasn't. By the time I had gotten my second hook, there were 2 gens left, and all 3 of the remaining survivors were on generators. I was going to lose this game, and then they messed up. I'm not going to tell you how they messed up right now, but I will tell you during the gameplay. So, with all that being said, let's get into this gameplay, and then afterwards, we'll go into the endgame chat where things got, in my opinion, they got pretty toxic. Not from me, but from these entitled survivors. I'll see you all in the game. So here we are. We start off the game over here in the Temple of Purgation. And immediately I'm looking around. Nobody groups up on generators in the beginning of the game. But I was lucky enough to see the fact that, you know, these survivors were leaving scratch marks. I hit the Jeff, and I go for the Jake. I hit him, but he gets the reverse pallet stun on me. And as I said before, I was playing absolutely terribly this game. This game, I have no idea what was going on. I guess my head just wasn't in the gameplay, but it was just pallet stun after pallet stun. It was I'm not proud of the beginning part of this gameplay. Towards the end, we'll see, but you know, for right now, let's just go ahead and focus on this. So I start chasing Jeff. And I respect the pallet, which was the wrong call because he did not, and I completely lose him at this point. I'm looking around, the scratch marks. I don't know if it's just me. Maybe I'm just, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just tripping, but for me personally, I don't think the scratch marks have been very good recently. But anyway, I digress. So I see the notification pop. I see this guy. I see Jake, and I try chasing after him again. I hear him, so which is why I'm staying in this area, because I was going to turn off my powers so that I could go and knock him down. But I end up losing him. First gen pops, right? First gen, no hooks. I got 3 injured survivors right now. 1 in the broken status, 1 mending currently, you know. And then I got another pop generator, and then I see this survivor right here just kind of chilling. So I go ahead and I start the chase with this Fang Min. I'm chasing her around, and she once again she tricks me with the pallet, but I was able to go ahead and get her on this window vault, which was good for me. So this is the first start of real genuine pressure that I'm making into the game right now. So I go ahead and I slap her on the hook. After that, I start looking around for the other survivors. I hear that they set up a boon totem. You'll notice throughout this gameplay, I just genuinely don't care about the boon. At this point, I'm already beating myself up. I'm like, man, I've lost so many chases so far. You know, I hear the boon, but I'm just like, I'm more focused on getting the Jake, right? Apparently, I didn't see him out of the corner of my eye. I decided to follow the scratch marks instead, and once again, I ended up losing him. So bad on me. The second generator just popped, so you know, once again, not looking good for me right now. I got the invitation, didn't need it, just wanted to take it away from the survivors, being a little bit of a bully in that case, but you know, it is what it is. I see the fact that Fang Min was just healed by the Jeff, so I take advantage of this moment, use my power, go ahead and get the hit on her. That way I can go ahead and track Jeff to see where he's going. This whole dash sequence wasn't even really to get a hit, it was more of just to see where the other survivors are, right? So now I'm getting into a chase with this Jake. The generator is already regressing due to ruins, so, you know, I don't need to kick it or anything like that. So I'm chasing this Jake, and by this point, I'm like, I need to get it down. I need another down in order to establish some sort of pressure, right? So I hit him. This pallet is absurdly safe, but I try baiting him around it, and I went too far in, so he ended up sliding back over the pallet, so I had to smash it. And I ended up losing a lot of time and a lot of pressure, and there goes the 3rd gen. 1 hook, 3 gens done, right? I am not doing well by any means right now. And at this point, I'm like, you know what? I just need to get rid of all the downed pallets that I see. So every time I see one, I immediately break it. This Jake decides to get greedy. He should have just thrown down the pallet from the very beginning. And you will notice that from this point on, this one act is everything that I needed to get the ball rolling. The fact that he didn't put down that pallet started their inevitable downfall, right? So I start running after the Fang Min because I know at this point this Fang Min is absolutely the weakest member on their team right now. That's just no offense. It's just simply, that's just the case. They are, in fact, unfortunately, the weakest member on this team right now. So I hear the Feng Min, I see the scratch marks, and she's waiting by a pallet, and she slams it down on me, right? So once again, I break the pallet, because at this point, I'm just sick of the pallets. I'm sick of them using them against me, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to knock it down. So as the pallet's knocked down, I get some rubber banding. Fun. She throws down another pallet. Once again, as I said, pallets must go. I'm chasing the Feng Min. And we once again, I believe she... No, that's right. So she fakes out this pallet. She gets greedy and she doesn't throw down the pallet. She fakes it and tries to loop me around. But I ended up getting the hit on her. So I pick her up and I put her on the hook right here. Now this is the moment that they messed up. Discordance shows me that there are 2 survivors down there, right? So I was looking for a hole to see if I could drop down real quick. There was none near me. I hear them downstairs, so I run. Hit number 1. Hit number 2. The third person is all the way on the other side of the map, working on that generator. Hit him down. And then I start chasing the Jeff. Right? There's no pallets in this area, so I've literally just gotten done destroying all the pallets in this area. He didn't run to the jungle gym. He decided not to for some reason. So I end up hitting the Jeff. There is the third survivor peeking right out of the corner. I see him peeking out of the corner and I'm like, you know what? Nope. I'm going to go ahead and knock this guy down. So I vault over the pallet, hit him, vault back over, run after him with my power, and then I turn it off. That way I can go ahead and secure the down, right? So I try to hit him, but he has dead hard, so I ended up missing. Boom, hit. Other guy gets up, tries to heal Jeff. Boom, down. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you capitalize on survivor mistakes. This entire game, I had no pressure in any way, shape, or form. I had no pressure. But because I was able to hit both the Jake and the Jeff from my Legion power using Discordance to let me know where they were, this is it. This is the reason why I won. Right? You can call it slugging all you want. If this is what slugging is, then you know what? Yes, I did in fact slug. Right? But I want you to put yourself in my shoes. Is there any other play that could have been made at that moment in time? No, there wasn't. There just simply wasn't. Right? Now, if you also want to call this camping, I guess I camped too. I wanted to make sure that he did not get off the hook with the 4% jump off. I wanted to secure this win. I found the crack in their shield, in their armor, and I broke it. I took them down. I ended up winning because of this. Right? So that's that. I won. Ruthless killer. Yay, yay, yay. Celebratory party for me. And then we get into the chat. I'm toxic. I'm toxic for what? So this guy, Kazpak, he was trashing me because I'm a TTV, because I have TTV in my name. I'm not streaming as of yet, but I'm just getting my name out there so that people can see. And then he claims I cheated. He says I'm an exploiter. Slugging, if you didn't know, is not an exploit, and I'm not going to apologize for that. I had one way of winning. Just one. And that was capitalizing on the pressure from that Discordance play. I don't have any viewers and I'm sweaty. That's basically anybody's excuse. Oh, you only won because you were actually trying. It's like, yes, I was. I was trying because I want to win. And then he goes on to say, no one wants to watch that. Kazpak says all TTVs are toxic, sweaty trash. And it's like, okay, I mean, okay, I'm playing because I want to win and no other reason. And then he keeps trying to call me trash, but he can't spell. I guess his adrenaline is getting the better of him. Keep playing like a 3-year-old. I'm 3 years old now, apparently. Then he says, I'll get banned. I don't see anything in my behavior that would allow me to get banned or that would make sure that I get banned. However, I can't say the same thing about their behavior. And then he says some harsh expletives and then calls me trash, calls me smug. Well, smug, probably. I'll probably admit to that, yeah, because they messed up and I ended up beating them for it. So, you know. And at this point, I don't even care. I don't even care. At this point, they're literally just trolling to troll. At least I feel in that way. And they tell me to be a decent person. I said, how? How do you want me to be a decent person? Tell me. And then I go on to say, let you guys win. You know, walk to the other side of the map after every hook. You know. And then they say stop playing like a piece of garbage, but they don't go on to tell me how to not be a piece of garbage. It's the same entitled Survivor rulebook every single time. Then he goes on to say not slug everyone. It's like, okay. I should have definitely dug more into that, so I will dig into it now. In the situation that I was in, right? In the situation that I was in, there is only one thing that I could have done to maximize the pressure that was given to me in this situation, and that was to slug. It's unfortunate. It may suck, but you know what? I'm not going to apologize for that. Even with my gen regression perks, they were still slamming gens, and I had very little to no pressure. You know, and then they go on to say, they ask if I'm stupid, you know, and apparently they don't know that I also have a YouTube channel. Maybe they do. If you guys see yourself, hello there. Yes, you can see my gameplay. You guys messed up. I didn't. You lost. I didn't. But it's a game. It is a video game. You are saying all these harsh expletives and calling me names and making fun of me because of the way that I play because you lost. And then they tell me don't play to win. Oh, because every single person on the world needs to just play casually, right? It's a casual game, so you need to play casually, right? But if I lost, would they have been this rude? If I had lost? Probably. They would have typed GG easy in the chat. They would have made fun of me because I'm a trash killer, blah, blah, blah. And then the worst part happens. He says that he is going to kill himself, to off himself after this game. This is disgusting behavior. All right, so look, on a super serious note, what these entitled survivors are doing, I know this isn't the entire Dead by Daylight community, okay? I hardly come across this, but the higher and higher that I run into a higher MMR, the more I play as killer, you know, and of course, obviously, the higher MMR that I get, unfortunately, this is starting to become more and more, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's starting to become more of an average occurrence as opposed to a rare one. So with that being said, I want to say this, okay? Genuinely, and I'm being 100% serious when I say this. If you are thinking about hurting yourself or another due to a video game, even if it's your favorite video game, I think it's time to just back away. You can watch other people play the game. You can go to Twitch and support your local Twitch streamers, or not local, but you can support Twitch streamers that really don't have a lot of viewers. You can just jump into the chat, say hi. It really makes their day. Yesterday I was pretty much streamer hopping almost after every other game that I played. I hung out for about 30 minutes, maybe to an hour in each stream, just hanging out, talking with the streamers, whether they were survivor or a killer, it didn't matter. So, but I want to also say, if you have these thoughts, seek help. Genuinely, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Reach out to a loved one, reach out to a friend, or reach out to the suicide hotline. I will leave a link in the description below for the suicide hotline number. Should anyone decide to need it. I take this very seriously. Suicide is something that a lot of young adults are struggling with now. I myself have struggled with it. I'm not going to go into expletive details, but it has been a part of my life in a way that is huge. So that's all I'm going to say on that matter. But once again, if you do have these thoughts, I would like for you to reach out to someone. Hell, you could even reach out to me in the DMs. I have a Twitter. If you want to reach out to me there and you want to just talk, you just want to send me a message and you want to talk about how you're feeling, I will take the time out of my day and I will listen to you. No matter what's going on, this is something that's very important. But once again, I will leave the suicide hotline number down in the comment section, or in the description below. And I really hope that you guys, if you are suffering with this, I really do hope and genuinely wish that you reach out and get help. But with all that said, I hope that you guys have a wondrous rest of the day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. See you later, guys.